Ladies and gentlemen, WWE 2K26 has been coming in hot all day. I wasn't able to get y'all some news as early as I possibly wanted to, but different content creators that I respect had y'all covered. But now we get to the nitty gritty. 2K went ahead and threw a swerve at us, and it seems like we are going to get more information about the actual cover reveal star on Friday, which is January 30th, the pre-order date. We didn't get too many more details, but one thing that we got throughout the day was the Triple H cover, the King of Kings edition, which it was teased as a deluxe edition by Paul Heyman, where that's where a little bit of my confusion comes in. We have three different types of editions and a standard edition cover. To continue getting updates on WWE 2K26, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, because we are on our way to 25,000 subscribers. Let's go on ahead and get back into it. That scares me for what the price may be for the Monday Night Wars edition, because as Michael Cole stated on Saturday night's main event, is that edition will have the most content out of all of them. So that will be the equivalent of what the Bloodline edition is to us. Looking at the fact that we have three editions of this game, it makes me think that we are going to be paying a little bit more than $120. Now, this is all speculation, but if we're going to take content from the King of Kings edition, the Monday Night Wars edition, and the Attitude Era edition, I hope that I'm wrong, but it's one of those things, man, where you got to take all this information with a grain of salt, because it is pure speculation. I could be 100% wrong about the price tag, but seeing that there's a King of Kings edition now added into this, we're talking about 4 different covers, and they have to incentivize each different cover that they're dropping with different bonuses and different things that may come with that. So that's the only thing with that, man. I hope that I'm completely wrong on this one. I hope that it's at 120 and it doesn't go higher than that. But just looking at things from the outside looking in, I think we may be looking at a little bit more pricey top deluxe edition, in my opinion. And one thing I want to mention, man, Triple H, my boy, you are going crazy over there. You got yourself on the cover on 3 different times. I mean, man, oh man, it don't get better than that, I guess, bro. Nonetheless, though, man, let's go on ahead and get into these teasers that they dropped, because we absolutely won from what I was able to see here and what I was able to break down along with most of the community, because a lot of you guys might have seen this already, but I figured you'd probably want my thoughts. Let's go on ahead and get into it. We see, opening up, we see an iguana on this, right? The iguana look fire. The first thing that come to my mind is Mr. Iguana. Now, does that mean he's base roster? Is this teasing an opening for more? Because we did see Vikingo in that whole little camera room setup, but we get an iguana in the teaser, which I think is huge news for us. I think this is great. I honestly can't be mad at it. We'll see if this means Mr. Iguana, but I can't really think of anything else that symbolizes anything with a iguana. So I'm going to go with Mr. Iguana for now. Is he base roster, DLC? We don't know, but we'll have to sit around and wait and see when we get more information in regards to what these teasers mean. Remember, guys, this don't mean that it's completely right. We're just going off knowledge of what we have about WWE and what they put and what these could basically just symbolize. And there may be some stuff that I missed out on because I just don't know what it is. So if you see that I missed out on something, let me know down below. The next thing I see here is a broken mirror, which Blake Monroe, I mean, I don't know if she's going to be base roster, but she was also on that video teasing the cover stars and talking about who could possibly be it. I wouldn't be mad at Blake Monroe being on a base roster. I think she's been in the WWE a good enough time to make the cut for the base roster, but what do I know? I'm not no developer. I'm not the one that makes the decisions, but I do hope we get Blake Monroe in the base roster. If not, seeing her in that video, then the broken mirror, that basically confirms a lot of what we already think. And the big one, guys, if you look at the calendar, that is the biggest elephant in the room. You see a draft circled up. Hey, man, we've heard some reports about Universe Mode and the draft. This is a big one personally for me, because I am really looking forward to seeing what the draft could look like in Universe Mode. How different is it going to be from my GM? Y'all see me happy. I'm real charismatic in this video because, dog, the things that I'm seeing, the things that I'm hearing, it just make me happy, man. It feel like we finally winning, dog. It's a good feeling, bro. Nothing has been officially confirmed, but what we're looking at the moment, man, it just makes me feel good as a fan, bro. I can't wait to hear more about this game. Fur boots and wigs. That is something that the Creation Suite community was going crazy. I'm so happy for them because I'm not somebody that's always in the Creation Suite, but obviously as a consumer, you always benefit of what people are putting up on community creations. So I think that this is a huge win for the community. And this could also mean Melina. I've seen some people talking about Melina. I don't know how true it is. I'm not really the biggest Melina fan, so I didn't really keep up. I probably wasn't even really watching wrestling like that to really understand what was going on. But again, Melina, that's another possibility as well. But I do want to say that I don't think they will tease y'all like this if they weren't putting this in the game. So I think the boots and all that good stuff, I think that's possible. And if it is Melina as well, even doper. You got Tori Wilson already being teased. You got Melina. If she is part of this teaser, we don't know. This could either be Melina or a Creation Suite or both. We'll have to see what happens. And dog, we won with this one. Thumbtacks. Thumbtacks. Give me them thumbtacks. Hey man, they got thumbtacks right under the tapes. Now, again, this has not been confirmed, but why the hell would you put thumbtacks in a picture like this, knowing what it could do to the community? I've been hoping for thumbtacks for a really long time, and we finally might have an answer with some thumbtacks. Oh my God, bro, this is crazy. This is crazy. I'm excited for the thumbtacks if that is true, because we have them in AEW Fight Forever. We saw how nice of a touch that was to Extreme Rules matches, or whatever you want to call them, lights out matches over there. I am so excited for this product, y'all. This all look good so far, man. I know it's early. I know we only got a couple covers and all that, but I'm excited, man. I'm excited. And then we see a shopping cart. It's a little bit hidden. They did their best to hide that shopping cart, but nah, we see that over there. We see that 2K, and the shopping cart looks great. Some people have thought, Raven, is he coming in the DLC or the base roster? You know, we got the Attitude Era we continue to talk about. Is Raven going to be in this game? I don't know. I don't know. But I definitely think that the shopping cart is going to be a nice weapon because, bro, that's a weapon that I believe was in AEW Fight Forever. Shout out Brian Williams. He worked on AEW Fight Forever as well, for those that don't know. But I think that this is a great weapon to have in a game. I'm excited to see if I could throw somebody off the ramp with it, or if you're going to let me throw somebody off of the stage with it. I'm excited. And then we get to the tapes. Right on the right side, we see that there's Cena versus Orton, which was an I Quit match at Breaking Point. So I think that that's in regards to the I Quit that we already have seen reported. So I think that we're going to get that. That makes sense. Some people were trying to say that it was part of the showcase. If it's a CM Punk showcase, why in the blue moon would Cena and Randy Orton be in the showcase, y'all? Let's make it make sense for a second. I could be wrong, but let's make it make sense. If it was part of it, I don't think it would make sense personally, but let's make it make sense. Then we got WrestlePalooza. Guess who returned at WrestlePalooza and made her in-ring return? AJ Lee. So I think that this is a good one as well. I'm excited to see that. And then we have Punk versus Roman versus Rollins, which I think will be part of the showcase. It may just even be how the showcase ends. Again, I don't really know. We don't really got no details on the showcase, but if they are going to somehow cover a lot of the matches that happen throughout the year, it is a very, very close call. So if that's the match in the showcase, I really feel that that could probably be the last one, where maybe there's a what if scenario if CM Punk won, that type of thing. Again, not sure. We've seen in the report that there may be what if matches in the showcase, something I'm not really too big of a fan of personally, but yeah, that's just my 2 cents on that, man. All of this stuff looks really good. I'm going to try to do a review video every day, because this doesn't seem to be the only time that we're going to get something revealed so early in the morning. Shout out to 2K, because now y'all going to make me wake up at 8:45 in the morning every day. But I'm so excited, y'all. Again, it's not even only the covers at this point. I get that, you know, some people were like, the covers getting y'all hype. Nah, man, what we've seen with this reveal today, if a lot of this stuff is true and what we're seeing in here, and we as a community are taking the signs and making the right opinions and decisions on what we think it is, I think we are in for a hell of a treat this year. And I think that it is going to be a super, super exciting year for 2K26. And I just can't wait to see what they have in store. This is going to be a year where it looks like a lot of the stuff that we haven't seen in a really long time is going to be implemented. And I think that that's a reason for a lot of players to be excited. Again, it's very early to call it. We'll have to wait for more details, as this week is going to be super monumental going into the pre-order date of WWE 2K26. But we'll have to see what happens with all that, man. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I am giving away a couple of copies of WWE 2K26. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And I'm going to catch y'all, man. Y'all stay tuned for the next one. Peace.